Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program for you coming from the snake family. And the program is Tarot Monthly Horoscope and Lotteries for August 2019. So, first, I'll give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Send me an email. Now, I'm going to talk to you about your first 15 days of August. So let's start with that. And let me pull a card for you. You're coming from the snake family. And this is a card of sunshine. And it's a very good card that I pulled for you. So, your first 15 days of August, let's talk of a new romance that you might get. And if you get it, it will be a very favorable one for you. It will be a very good one. It may come from a foreign country or it may come from your locality. But whatever it is, you will meet this person with a great deal of appreciation because good news comes with meeting this person. I will use this same card to talk to you about your ongoing romance. And I would say that with this card, your ongoing romance is also going very happily, very steadily. Even if there are little issues, try to put on a sunshine face. Look on the bright side of things because things can only improve for you in the first 15 days where romance is concerned. Now, about marriage and family. So, let's see what the card says. All right, now this is a card called the Ace of Swords, and it simply means this that only one person can wear the crown. So, if there is a desire of your marriage partner to take control for the sake of happiness and friendliness and a good atmosphere, give that to your marriage partner. Allow your marriage partner to make decisions or take control. It's not a big issue, but to one of you, it will be a big issue. And if you desire to have control because you feel that you can progress with it, explain this nicely. So it's a question of who wants to have the last say, or in a way, who wants to make a good decision one way or another, because it's a good card. So marriage is all right for that in the first 15 days. Now, regarding your job. Okay, this is a good card. Firstly, I may interpret this card that job wise, may have a chance to go abroad somewhere. The other thing about the card is that you are found to be very favorable as far as your superiors or your bosses are concerned. So you will have a chance to improve your status in your job or perhaps even more money. So it's also a good card. Now we will talk of business to see what may happen to you, business and finance areas, in the first 15 days of August. Well, this is a good card. It says that your aura is shining. You are in demand for what you say and what you do, and you are able to, in a way, dictate what your worth is. So it's a card that says, where your business is concerned, don't sell yourself cheap. Make sure that you get your worth value because these first 15 days of August are being very helpful for you. You're coming from the snake family. Now let's talk of the last 16 days and let's see what happens to you. We'll talk about romance again for the last 16 days. And all right, firstly, this card puts pressure and stress where financial areas are concerned. And secondly, this card brings stress where past issues are concerned. So, financial and past issues are going to trouble your romance. And if you find a new romance in the first 15 days, you're going to have to be suspicious or at least be careful of this new person. But his or her past may not be very palatable to you, and his or her security areas may be a worry to you. So, do some research before you give your heart away. And I'll use the same card to talk to you about your ongoing romance. And the same thing, Now you have to worry that your ongoing romance partner may either have past problems revisiting him or her, or financial problems revisiting him or her. So you need to find out only for the sake of perhaps helping your ongoing romance partner. That's the way to look at it. Now, regarding marriage and family, let's shuffle the cards again. Let's see what happens. Well, it's the card of the, for you coming from the snake family, I don't like the black moon for you. It's a sign of depressingness. Depressingness may be because delays are going to frustrate you a lot where marriage areas are concerned. Is it something you expect and it's going to be very delayed? And so this card is a card of disappointment. And because of the disappointment, perhaps one of you in the marriage areas may want to take control, perhaps to make it work better. Well, whatever happens, tell yourself the planets of delay are all operating against you, the card says. So, no harm trying to be pushy. Just be patient and just be patient, and you will see that the chances of you doing better will be there. So, marriage and family. Now, regarding your job in the last 16 days of August, what may happen? Last 16 days of August. Well, this is a card that shows the hanged man. It's an upside down situation. So, where the job is concerned, there's a lot of misunderstanding going on between you and your colleagues or your bosses. And this misunderstanding you have to be careful about is going to put the finger of blame on you. So, you are going to be victimized in your job area in the last 16 days. So you have to be very careful who you are dealing with. Is it the people you work for? Is it the people you work with? Somewhere down the line, you are going to be the hanged man, meaning that the finger of blame will be pointing at you. So become aware of that. And when you become aware of that, you'll be very careful what you say and what you do. That will minimize the danger. Now let's talk of business and financial areas in the last 16 days and see what happens. You coming from the snake family. Well, plenty is happening from this card. A lot is happening. And in your business areas is a very full of activity. But again, this card says that everything is floating in the air. Nothing is secure. So there's so much to be expected, but so little to be had. So don't get too excited when people bring you offers in business in the last 16 days of August. Tell yourself this may be just talk, or it may be empty promises, or it may be a design to actually want to get something done, but it won't be done. So it's a disappointing card in the end. So stick to what you're doing. Don't lose focus on the reality of your business just because there's so many things in the air. Now I'm going to talk to you about, let me see, your lucky days. For you coming from the snake family, your lucky days. So your lucky days from this card, I would say would be Mondays. So look forward to the Mondays in the month of August because there's something going to be very special about them. You can apply them to job, business, to romance, to marriage. Get some nice activity going. And now I will talk to you from the snake family about your lucky colors. Let's see what the colors are going to be. Well, this is a card of movement. So I'll have to think of turquoise because the color turquoise is the color of movement. It changes from the lightest to the darkest of many shades. So with this card, I would say for you coming from the snake family, try to wear or touch or be near colors of turquoise, and that will make you very lucky. And if you wear them somehow, even better. If you touch them somehow, even better. So turquoise seems to be the magical color for you for the month of August. Now we will talk about we'll talk about health issues. All right, this is the card of stress. So much stress. And so the card immediately reminds me of blood pressure. Some people with low blood pressure, the blood may even go lower pressure. Some with high blood pressure may even go higher. So there's going to be a lot of stress, obviously, for you in the month of August. So check your blood pressure regularly, and if you have to take some medicine for it, take it. I will also, from this card, worry about the glands a little bit, and the glands would be either the ovaries for the woman, or the prostate gland for the man, or the pancreas for both, and the thyroid for both. So look into these two areas. Now I will talk to you about lucky directions. So when you face a lucky direction, you coming from the snake family, you will feel very safe and get many opportunities from the snake family. And from here, I will choose the lucky direction of southeast because I see the signs of the moon here. So the signs of the moon would be southeast for this card. So try to face southeast and you'll be very lucky. Now about your lottery numbers. Lottery numbers for you coming from this snake family. So for the animal kingdom, your numbers can come from the earth, from the sky, or from the sea. So let's start with the earth. And let me pull a card for the earth and you'll see what I mean. Now, this card is called the Eight of Discs. Eight of Discs. So I'm going to say that the number 8, 17, 26, 35, 44, 53, 62 are going to be very important. So write all this down. Now I'm going to go for the second set of numbers, which will be to do from the sky energy, SKY. And let's see what they say. Well, this is a card of Venus. So I'm going to say the number 6, 15, 24, 33, 42, 51, 60, or 69. So you see the helmet of this person, there's a sign of Venus. So that's why I will choose these numbers. Now we will look for a number from the sea, SEA. And let's see what it says for you coming from the snake family. And this is a card that says the number 7, 16, 25, 34, 43, 52, 61, and 70. So you've got three sets of numbers. Now what do you do? Well, if you've been to see me for a consultation, you will know exactly what to do. Because based on your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms, I would have given you a lot of information on how your next 7, 8, or 9 years are going to be in all areas of your life. I would have given you your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky directions, your lucky days. And looking at your palms, I would have worked out your lucky lottery numbers and to see whether your palms are showing such signs yet or not. Well, if you haven't been to see me, then I suggest you just cut out strips of paper, and on each strip of paper that you cut out, write only one number, not one series, but only one number. And so when you've written all those numbers, you'll have a little pile of all these papers. And you may want to meditate. Meditate simply means to singularly channel your energy to what you are focusing on. So focus on lotteries, since we are talking about lotteries. And then when you're ready, you just reach out and pick out one piece of paper. You see a number you wrote and write it down. And if you need 7 numbers, you will do this 7 times. If you need 4 numbers, you will do it 4 times. Meantime, just do it this way. But if you do see me for a 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50, I will teach you a lot. I will teach you how to get into the supernatural side of you. There is a supernatural side. The religious people call it the soul. The scientific people call it that energy we have that emits an aura which is very powerful. And so you will learn all these things from me. And for the sake of lotteries, I will teach you how to reach that supernatural side in you, because to winning a lottery is a supernatural feat. It's not normal to win a lottery. So we need to go into the supernatural side of us. And so with all this information, you're going to also get your next 7, 8, or 9 years perfectly right in all areas of your life. So send me that email at andyhoro9, ANDI, HORO9, the number 9 at gmail.com, and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. Until then, have a good week. Thank you and goodbye.